And we start with our top story. Heat that's continuing throughout our entire area.
It is definitely hot out there for sure. We know now that some things could change in terms of our weather. We're going to check in with Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Scott Roberts.
Hey, good afternoon, Tina. Good afternoon, Andrew. Yeah, we have a lot of sunshine out there. We have some relatively dry air in place, so the heat is feeling pretty close to the actual air temperatures. We have a frontal boundary moving in. That's brought slightly drier air in from the north, so not feeling quite as comfortable as it would otherwise, just like it was earlier in the week. But temperatures currently upper 90s for the most part, 98 degrees for Savannah. Down to the south of the Altamaha, we have several locations at 99 degrees. So when you factor in the humidity, it is feeling just a few degrees hotter than those actual air temperatures. Hilton Head has been experiencing some issues with the instrumentation out there. Definitely not 75, definitely not feeling like 75, but the triple digit heat, that is the reality across the region. As we look ahead to the evening hours, we will have a mainly clear sky, lots of sunshine early on. Temperatures cooling off just into the mid 80s by 10 o'clock, and it's going to be another very warm night on the way with low temperatures bottoming out just in the upper 70s to lower 80s at the coast. And for tomorrow, that heat is going to be an issue for us, mainly for the coastal communities once again, where we could experience heat index values approaching 111 degrees at times. Further inland, it will be a very hot day with actual air temperatures reaching the triple digits for several locations. But as far as that heat index forecast for tomorrow, weather aware because of that approaching 110, 111 degrees during those afternoon hours. But it's the actual heat that is going to be our bigger concern for tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you stay cool and hydrated and take plenty of breaks if you're going to be out and about. Glenville, your forecast high temperature is 101, but notice numerous locations possibly making to 100 degrees or hotter. There is a slight cool down on the way as we look ahead to the next several days as some thunderstorm chances return late on Friday and continuing to Saturday. Temperatures still hot, but just not as hot as we have been dealing with. We'll have more details on that in the complete forecast coming up.
Scott, thanks so much. Well, it was just a day ago that local law enforcement in Bulloch County responded to 2 different cases related to kidnappings.
Today, they gave us the latest details on arrests and what is next. As WSTV's Evan Smoke joins us, he was in the room and he gives us the information from our Statesboro Bureau on Georgia Southern's campus.
Good afternoon, Tina. Yes, ma'am, that's absolutely correct. The Bulloch County Sheriff's Office is still searching for at least one suspect in connection to an attempted burglary in the town of Register early Tuesday morning. But they're also looking into an alleged kidnapping involving 2 teenage girls. They say that case began hundreds of miles away. Now, Tuesday evening, a Bulloch County Sheriff's Office deputy arrested 21-year-old Seth Talmadge. He was wanted for allegedly kidnapping 2 minors from North Carolina. Talmadge was taken into custody without incident, and the 2 victims have since been reunited with their families. Bulloch County Sheriff Noel Brown praised the flock safety system in this incident, which he says helped track and locate the suspect's vehicle.
This is a prime example of 2 young children taken by a predator. They're now safely home with their parents or their family members. Just because sometimes things are used inappropriately, everybody's not doing that. This is a very proper tool to be used in law enforcement. It's an important tool to us. I really don't know what we would do without it right now.
Now, Talmadge is currently awaiting extradition at the Bulloch County Jail, where he will have to be returned to North Carolina. Live from the Statesboro Bureau, Evan Smoke, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Evan, thank you. One person is in custody, a second suspect still on the run. This after a shooting near Windsor Forest High School yesterday afternoon. It is a story that we first brought you as breaking news. According to Savannah police, just before 3 p.m., 2 groups of people got into an altercation near Largo Drive and Woodley Road. One man was shot and taken to the hospital with serious injuries. About an hour and a half later, another shooting. Police responded to East 71st Street. Officers found a young man inside a residence who had been shot. He was taken to the hospital for treatment. Both of these cases remain under investigation. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 912-234-2020.
And the Savannah Police Department asking for help identifying a group of men. Take a good look at these surveillance photos. We're told police would like to talk to them as part of an investigation to an aggravated assault that happened yesterday in the 800 block of Montgomery Street. If you recognize any of the people or have any information that could help, again, you can call Crime Stoppers at that number on the bottom of your screen. And in the Low Country, a murder trial is getting underway for a man accused in the killing of two brothers in Jasper County. Taquan Lampkin, one of three people accused in a deadly shooting at a Ridgeland bar in December of 2023. Investigators say a fight broke out between two groups in the parking lot and shots were fired. Tranquan and Trajan Fripp were both killed. Two other people were hurt. The two other suspects in this case are also awaiting trial.
Nearly 2 years after Hurricane Helene hit Georgia, the Salvation Army is extending its long-term recovery assistance program in the state. This is through 2027. It provides direct financial assistance to eligible families in 63 Georgia counties impacted by Hurricane Helene. And so far, more than $1 million has gone to 230 families. That money has helped people repair and rebuild their homes, replace essential furniture and appliances, and take care of other needs. The organization says the extension will give families more time to get help as they work to recover. Well, eligible survivors must first go through the GEMA Hearts Georgia Disaster Case Management Program to determine if they qualify.
And 16 people are getting help from the Red Cross after a fire at Sterling Bluff Apartments on West Montgomery Crossroad. The leasing office says it was actually contained to just one unit, but 3 families were affected, and Red Cross volunteers, they gave them comfort kits, direct financial assistance, and recovery planning to help with their intermediate needs. We are told the residents will be able to return to their units once power is restored.
A new major development could be constructed in downtown Savannah. A prominent business owner is planning a skyline building just steps from City Hall. Greg Parker, founder of Parker's Kitchen, owns the building at 15 Bull Street. It serves right now as Regions Bank, but Parker told the Savannah Historic District Board of Review last week that he plans for a skyline building. This is the latest big project possibly coming to Johnson Square. WSCV previously reported that the Ritz-Carlton is planned for the adjoining buildings of 2 East Bryan Street and 14 East Bryan. Mayor Van Johnson was asked about these new projects at his weekly press briefing Tuesday.
Construction is one of the signs of a thriving community. So that's always a good thing. That means that there are people working. That means there are permits to being paid. Obviously, we have not been involved as of yet. It's a zoning issue. At one point, there was a 15 or so story building that was there. So I'm glad that people still want to invest in Savannah.
According to HBR documents, Parker may need to obtain a building permit and an encroachment permit. Stick with WSCV as we follow what's next for this property.
Now, Time Saver Traffic, sponsored by Arrowhead Clinic, the accident doctors, where it pays to get well.
This afternoon, we are checking out traffic along I-95 in Chatham County at Highway 21. The interstate flowing pretty smoothly, but the off-ramp on the northbound side heading on to Highway 21, we are seeing some delays there with that extra volume really backing things up there, taking extra time to head in the northbound direction along 21 heading toward Rincon. 95 itself flowing smoothly into the low country. Elsewhere across Chatham County, just experiencing some minor delays along 204 westbound, really backing up as you head more toward King George Boulevard, but further to the west, that drive does improve if you're going down to Richmond Hill along US 17, taking just about a half an hour right now.